UIC women's basketball is on the air. UIC on ASN is presented in part by TCF Bank, the official bank of the Arena Sports Network. By Gigahertz, the official computer solutions company of the Arena Sports Network. By Wingstop, downtown Chicago. By Boost Mobile. By Web Ford of Highland, Indiana. By ABC Cellular of Highland, Indiana. By Fusion Ions Bands. Live your best. And by Slugmaster Baseball and Softball Hitting Aids. Slugmaster, turning batters into hitters. It's now time to get you ready for tip-off with the American Family Insurance pregame show, presented by American Family Insurance of Merrillville, Indiana. Call 219-945-3040 to get all of your insurance under one roof. Now let's head to the Wingstop broadcast table. Here's the voice of the Flames, Brian Snow.
A very pleasant good evening to one and all in the region, across the nation, and around the world. We welcome you to the UIC Pavilion just off of downtown Chicago, and another exciting edition of UIC women's basketball. And tonight they look for the season sweep as they take on the Panthers of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. This is the American Family Insurance pregame show. I'm Brian Snow. Happy that you're along for the ride with us. UIC 18-7 coming into this evening. Milwaukee 7-16. The more important numbers are these. The Flames are 7-4 in the Horizon League. Milwaukee 4-7. Milwaukee has lost their last three after an 85-80 win at home versus Valparaiso on February 1st. They lost at Oakland and Detroit and lost at home in the interstate battle against Green Bay. For the Flames, they have split their last 6 games. They have won 3 and have lost 3. The first of this split was the 84-70 win at Milwaukee. Then they lost at home versus Wright State, beat Oakland, lost against Green Bay here at the Pavilion, and then won on the road at Valparaiso, but dropped a high-scoring contest to Wright State, 103-91. In that game, Ravonna Campbell had 30 points in the losing effort. UIC looking for a season sweep of Milwaukee, part 1, and part 2, they're also looking to establish a record. They're looking to equal a record, I should say. They're looking to equal the record of 19 wins. That is a program record they are looking to equal, and they're looking to do it tonight. UIC comes into tonight. Well, let's take a break, and when we come back, we will take a peek inside the numbers. You are listening live to UIC Women's Basketball, and you're hearing it live on the Arena Sports Network. How do you turn a batter into a hitter? With Slugmaster Hitting Stations. Slugmaster Hitting Stations are the most effective and durable baseball and softball batting practice devices available. Versatile, compact, and easy to use, they are excellent tools for ball player at any skill level. Attached to any pole or post for an instant hitting station. Use it at the ballpark, at home, or anywhere you want to get some hits in. Work the strike zone, top to bottom, in and out. The most complete workout year-round, indoors or outdoors, teams or individuals. Slugmaster equipment is constructed from high-grade steel. The rugged design means years at Slugmaster.com. Slugmaster baseball and softball hitting aids, turning batters into hitters.
Want to get your rankings in the truest form? Want to get the best college news without all the fluff? Then tune into Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. Join Kevin the Swamp Rat Horan as he ranks all the collegiate sports, from football to basketball and baseball to cross-country, soccer, and so much more. Don't forget to visit www.kevinhoranrankings.com and sign up for his newsletter buzzing across the country. So if you want the best college news and rankings and see how the pros are outsmarted, tune into Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. The Swamp Rat ranks them right every Wednesday night at 8 on the Arena Sports Network.
You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
The American Family Insurance pregame show continues from courtside here at the UIC Pavilion. Brian Snow here with you. Take a peek inside of the numbers. Wisconsin-Milwaukee comes in averaging 69 points a game while allowing 76. They shoot 40% from the field, 33 from three-point range, and 63% from the free throw line. They grab 37 rebounds per game and allow 43, and they commit 13 turnovers a game and force only 12. For the Flames, they come in 73.3 points per game. They allow only 68. They shoot 42% from the floor, 29% from three-point land, and 66% from the free throw line. They lead the league in rebounding at 42.9, and their rebounding margin also tops in the league at 7.5. They commit 15 turnovers a game, and they force 16.3, so they're ahead in that department. Player to watch for Milwaukee, Angela Rodriguez, 17.8 points per game. Ashley Green next at 14.3, and Aviana Young is next at 12.9. Rachel Story is the story for UIC, averaging 18.1 points per game. Ravonna Campbell next at 17, including a 30-point effort in a loss at Wright State. And Katie Hanneman has come on lately, 4 double-doubles in her last 6 games. She averages 13.6. That's a peek inside of the numbers, and that'll do it for this abbreviated version of the American Family Insurance pregame show presented by American Family Insurance of Maryville, Indiana. Call 219-945-3040 and find out how you can get all of your insurance under one roof. A pause for a break, and when we come back, it's game time. The Flames and the Panthers, as the Flames look for a sweep and for their 19th win of the year. When we come back, we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups and the tip-off. Next, you're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Have you ever dreamed of being a karate master?
Yeah!
Well, stop dreaming and start chopping with the Karate Glove.
Hi, my name's Molly, inventor of the Karate Glove, and I have just 1.5 words for you. Hi-ya!
The Karate Glove chops through anything. Just put it on and instantly chop through wood, concrete, brick walls, trees, small cars. It can even chop through these 8 guitars. It chops things.
If I can invent a karate glove, just imagine what you can do. Visit inventnow.org to get started on your invention. Anything's possible. Keep thinking.
Brought to you by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, the National Inventors Hall of Fame Foundation, and the Ad Council.
It's Hiya time!
Want to get your rankings in the truest form? Want to get the best college news without all the fluff? Then tune in to Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. Join Kevin the Swamp Rat Horan as he ranks all the collegiate sports, from football to basketball and baseball to cross country, soccer, and so much more. Don't forget to visit www.kevinhoranrankings.com and sign up for his newsletter buzzing across the country. So if you want the best college news and rankings and see how the pros are outsmarted, tune in to Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. The Swamp Rat ranks them right every Wednesday night at 8 on the Arena Sports Network.
How do you turn a batter into a hitter? With Slugmaster Hitting Stations. Slugmaster Hitting Stations are the most effective and durable baseball and softball batting practice devices available. Versatile, compact, and easy to use, they are excellent tools for ball player at any skill level. Attached to any pole or post for an instant hitting station. Use it at the ballpark, at home, or anywhere you want to get some hits in. Work the strike zone, top to bottom, in and out. The most complete workout year-round, indoors or outdoors, teams or individuals. Slugmaster equipment 708-705-7354 or visit slugmaster.com. Slugmaster baseball and softball hitting aids, turning batters into hitters.
Gigahertz, providing customers with excellent service since 2008. Computer problem? Leave it to the staff at Gigahertz, priding themselves with an unparalleled work ethic and continuing to offer customers the lowest prices around. Gigahertz services include PC repair, networking, PC setup, custom PC builds, pickup and delivery, in addition to in-home and in-office service. Get small to large business solutions, service contracts, and much more. Computer problems? Gigahertz. And that's where we come in. Gigahertz for your computer repair and solution needs. In-home, in-store, wherever it's convenient for you. Think your PC's infected? Gigahertz offers free virus diagnostics, with most virus removals done in 48 hours or less. Plus, they'll optimize your PC. Take that, Best Buy. Give Gigahertz a call. 219-218-9323. That's 219-218-9323. Or log on to gigahertzpc.net. Gigahertz, and that's where we come in. iGo Car Sharing, dedicated to creating a robust and seamlessly integrated transportation system that's ubiquitous, convenient, and affordable for individuals, and provides the region with expanded economic development opportunities and exemplary environmental performance. Since its inception in 2002, iGo has worked to catalyze a set of transportation innovations that make it feasible and desirable for Chicago residents to get around conveniently and economically without having to own a car, and at the same time, reduce vehicle miles traveled and greenhouse gas emissions. A mobility system that is independent of private car ownership, requires solutions that use resources efficiently, saves residents money, and decreases the individual and regional ecological footprint. It allows residents to easily choose between multiple modes of transportation to move from point to point quickly, inexpensively, and conveniently. Innovative information technology can integrate both trip planning and service payment across all types of transit, including rail transit, commuter rail, local bus, bus rapid transit, and more. Visit us online at igocars.org and find a location nearest you. iGo Cars, Chicago's only hometown nonprofit car sharing company.
You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Time to play ball from the UIC Pavilion. Let's go to Kenneth Vassar on the public address with the introduction of our Beggar's Pizza starting lineups.
For tonight's NCAA matchup, featuring the visiting Panthers of Milwaukee and your UIC Flames. Now let's meet today's starting lineups. Introducing first the visiting Panthers of Milwaukee. Number 3 at guard, Emily Nakora. Number 4 at forward, Ashley Green. Number 15 at guard, Sydney Howell. Number 23 at guard, Angela Rodriguez. Number 40 at forward, Fabiana Young. And coach Milwaukee is Kyle Ricketts.
Five on the floor for Milwaukee. Emily Decora, Ashley Green, Sydney Howard, Angela Rodriguez, and Aviana Young. They'll be dressed in the row black uniforms. Five on the floor for the Flames. Rachel Story, Terry Bender, Ravana Campbell, Emily Coble, and Katie Henneman. Again, to reiterate, Flames are looking to tie a program record with 19 wins in a season. Panthers in the road, black uniforms, white numbers, trimmed in gold. UIC, of course, in the home whites with the navy blue numbers. Rebounding is going to be the key to tonight's game, and UIC is the best in the Horizon League at getting rebounds. Here we go. Ball tapped in the air and controlled by the Panthers as Ashley Green leaves it for Angela Rodriguez, and Rodriguez comes across into the front court, skips her way to the right against Rachel Story. Back to the left for Ashley Green. Green plays it inside to Young. Young with a fake, and she walked. So the Flames have it. Their first possession of the game. Terry Bender trots it up into the front court. Angles right. Finds Katie Hanneman in the right corner. Hanneman holds and looks. Up top, Rachel Story. Flip left, Terry Bender. Left baseline jump. Good. Terry Bender makes it 2-0 in favor of the Flames. We played a half-minute plus. Rodriguez, front court to the left. Guarded by Rachel Story and flips it over to the right side for Sydney Howard. Howard finds Aviana Young, who missed the baseline jump. Katie Hanneman the rebound. Ahead comes Terry Bender. Bender across into the front court outside right. Up top, Katie Hanneman at the free throw line. Backdoor couple, wild layup shot missed. Rebound Young. Rodriguez pushes it up. Rodriguez across into the front court, angles left. In the left corner is Emily Decora. Decora holds and looks. Now unloads a three. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound Rachel Story. Flames on the run. Story on the push. 2-on-2 the other way. Story pulls up from 14 and hits it. 4-0 Flames. Rachel Story with her first deuce. So the starting backcourt for the Flames with their 4 points. Rodriguez right back for the Panthers. Angles right. Works off the Ashley Green screen and an offensive foul against Young. Young with a foul. That's her first and the first team foul against the Panthers. So the Flames have it traveling right to left as we see it, and as you folks are listening along at home with us, Terry Bender walks it up. Bender trots it across into the front court, finds Hanneman in the right corner. Hanneman finds a Story at the top of the circle. Story on the drive, left of the lane, runs into Decora. Now trapped in the double team, throws it out, and Young with a steal, and back come the Panthers left to right. Young on the drive, in on Terry Bender, scoops it up and in. 4-2 our score. UIC the lead. 18 minutes left in the first half. Bender outside left to Campbell. Campbell on the drive right of the lane. Lean in, flip, bank no good. Katie Hanneman had the rebound, tapped out of bounds, belongs to the Panthers. So Milwaukee has it with a chance to tie. And 17:53 remaining in the first half. Flames so far 2 for 3. The Panthers 1 for 3. Ashley Green walks it up. Green, front court to the right, crosses back to the left, works a three-point stripe with a right-handed dribble. Now picks it up. Chest-high pass intended for Rodriguez, out of bounds. And it will belong to the Flames. Campbell off to the left. Up top, Emily Coble, touch pass Katie Hanneman, back to the right side, 3 for Bender, good. Terry Bender with 5 out of the gate, and that's the lead, 7-2 and 17:20 remaining in the half. And now Rodriguez brings it up, jump pass ahead to Sydney Howard outside right. Howard with a left-handed dribble, works left of the lane all the way to the hoop, lefty scoop, good. And now a quick substitution coming from Milwaukee as Sydney Snore out of Whitney Young set to come in. Bender right of the lane finds Katie Hanneman, 15-footer top of the circle, no good. Rebound taken down by Green. Green flips to Rodriguez, 7-4 in favor of UIC. Rodriguez in the front court for Milwaukee. Out to the right is Young. Aviana Young drives on Hanneman, kicks it back outside to Rodriguez, top of the circle. Decora's 3, good, tie game. 16.5 remaining, tied at 7, and Bender right back for the Flames, right of the circle. Cross court left, Campbell. Campbell against Young. Campbell crosses over. Scoop shot, nope. Campbell the rebound. Back up with a 5-footer. Missed that one. Rebound tip. Loose ball foul against UIC, and that belongs to Campbell. First foul on Campbell. First foul on UIC. Sydney Snore on the floor for Milwaukee. First substitution of the game, and now UIC turns on the full court pressure as Rodriguez hustles it up far sideline, front court to the left. Rodriguez with a right-handed dribble against Rachel Story right of the key, and we get a foul on Rachel Story. First on Story, 2 on the Flames. 16:07 remaining in the first half. 7-7 tie as Milwaukee has scored the last 5 points. Rodriguez has it in play. Full shot clock for Milwaukee. Rodriguez on the move to the right, works off the Young screen. Stops right of the circle, gives it to Green. Ashley Green on the drive to the free throw line, works it right of the lane, fakes on Campbell and shoots it in. They've scored the last 7. 9-7 Milwaukee, 15:50 for the first half. Terry Bender has it, front court to the right. Bender works off the Coble screen, off to the left. Back to the right side for Campbell. Campbell fakes with a left-handed dribble, drives in, kick left corner, jumper on the way for Bender, missed it badly. Rebound Emily Coble. The shot clock did not reset as the ball did not touch the rim, and the UIC just turned it over with an over and back violation that'll send us to a timeout. 15:33 remains in the first half. Milwaukee 9 and UIC 7. You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Gigahertz, providing customers with excellent service since 2008. Computer problem? Leave it to the staff at Gigahertz, priding themselves with an unparalleled work ethic and continuing to offer customers the lowest prices around. Gigahertz services include PC repair, networking, PC setup, custom PC builds, pickup and delivery, in addition to in-home and in-office service. Get small to large business solutions, service contracts, and much more. Computer problems? Gigahertz. And that's where we come in. Gigahertz for your computer repair and solution needs. In-home, in-store, wherever it's convenient for you. Think your PC's infected? Gigahertz offers free virus diagnostics with most virus removals done in 48 hours or less. Plus, they'll optimize your PC. Take that, Best Buy. Give Gigahertz a call. 219-218-9323. That's 219-218-9323. Or log on to gigahertzpc.net. Gigahertz. And that's where we come in.
You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
15:33 remains in the first half of play. 9-7 Milwaukee with the lead, and they'll have possession coming out of the timeout. So far, Milwaukee 4 of 6 from the floor with 3 turnovers. UIC 3 for 9, and they've turned the ball over twice. Terry Bender leads all scorers with 5 in the game. Emily Decor with 3 to lead Milwaukee. Rodriguez will bring it in at the timeline. Decor will bring it in to Rodriguez, and she comes across into the front court, places it right side to Sydney Snower. Snower holds and looks, works his dribble against Bender with the left hand, works it left of the lane, pitch out Decor, left corner 3, got it. She's hit 2 from there. She's got 6 to lead all scorers, and Milwaukee suddenly is up by 5. They're on a 10-0 run. Terry Bender stops right of the lane, up top to Henneman, to the left corner for Coble. Up top, Terry Bender. Bender with a dump pass down low, tipped out of bounds. It will stay with UIC, and 15:08 remaining in the first half. And this is one thing that assistant coach Eric Simpson has talked with me about a lot. It's a slow start. They were off to a 7-2 lead, and now they trail 12-7. Again, on the strength of a 10-0 run. Here's Henneman right of the lane. Henneman rides all the way in with a lefty hook and hits it. Henneman with their first bucket. 12-9 Milwaukee. Right back comes Milwaukee in the front court for Sydney Snower. Snower with a left-handed dribble, picks it up. Terry Bender stripped her, but a foul call on TB. Bender with her first third-team foul on UIC. 12-9 Milwaukee, 14:53 remaining in the first half. As Snower looks to come in, she comes in to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dancing on the dribble off to the right, met by a double team, finds Green in the right corner. She had it poked out of bounds by Terry Bender. Sydney Snower will bring it in, baseline right. Snower looks, a lob pass in, tip twice and stolen. UIC with it, Campbell out on the fly. Ravonna Campbell stops, 3-point strike. Campbell holds and looks, finds Bender, a left wing three, no good. Rebound scooped up by Emily Coble. They'll try again. Bender between the rings out near the timeline. 14:25 left in the first half. Bender on the move to the right, finds Campbell. Campbell on the drive, in for the right, stops, 10-footer, banked wildly. Rebound tipped to the floor, out of bounds, belongs to Milwaukee. Second time the Flames have gotten an offensive rebound and they were unable to capitalize. They turn it over and then they don't get a good shot. They'll turn the full court pressure on as Ashley Green hustles it up. Green on the drive, left of the lane, stops and traveled. Fifth turnover against Milwaukee, only 2 against the Flames. The Flames have turned those turnovers into 5 points so far. They got to take advantage here, down by 3, and 14:05 left in the first half. Ravonna Campbell off to the left. Campbell holds and looks, finds Coble, top of the circle. Coble stops left of the lane, pitches it back to Rachel Story. Story against Rodriguez, off to the right. In the right corner, Terry Bender. Bender cross-court pass to Campbell. Campbell has it, 10-footer in the lane, backed it in. She's got her first bucket. And the lead is now 12-11, and Rachel Story nearly forced a turnover. It stays Milwaukee. And for the first time for the Panthers, we see Brazal Warren. Warren will sit down Emily Decora. And now full court pressure shown by Milwaukee. 12-11, Milwaukee the lead and the ball from three-quarter court. They will bring it in. Now we got a shot. Oh, that's the discussion they had a shot clock question. So it's at 29. It's a virtually fully loaded shot clock for Milwaukee. They come in against pressure to Snower, flips it back to Green. Ashley Green walks it up against Campbell. Green lost the dribble, able to get it back shy of the timeline, and still got it across. Here comes Green on the drive in the lane. Bounce pass underneath to Young. Young lost the ball. Green able to get it back. Comes out to the right side. Green holds and looks. Pitches it right corner. A three by Warren is blocked out of bounds by Campbell. Seven to shoot for Milwaukee. And Rodriguez will pull the trigger baseline right. Rodriguez holds and looks. Flips it into Young. Young's 15-footer blocked by Campbell, cleared by Campbell. Campbell on the fly ahead of everybody. Lefty layup good, and UIC regains the lead. 4 for Ravonna Campbell. Right back comes Rodriguez. Rodriguez lost the ball. Off her foot. UIC ball. So a quick substitution for Milwaukee as they will send in Christina Wakeman out of Spring Lake Park, Minnesota. 13-12, UIC leads, 13 minutes for the half. Campbell off to the right. Campbell holds and looks. Up top, Rachel Story. Story flips it left corner, Terry Bender. Bender with a right-handed dribble, plays it to Campbell. Campbell in the lane, back out to Bender. A left wing three, in and out. Rebound, Rodriguez. Rodriguez against Bender, flips it ahead to Green. Ashley Green across the timeline, met by Ravonna Campbell in a switch. Ashley Rodriguez this time has it off to the right. Rodriguez on the drive, right of the lane, comes back outside. Rodriguez on the move to the left, guarded this time by Terry Bender. Brazal Warren has it off to the left, guarded by Coble, 12 to shoot. Warren on the drive to the left baseline, had it poked away. Out of bounds, it will belong to UIC with 12:29 left in the first half. Bender on the speed walk into the front court, now makes her way to the right, finds Campbell. Campbell fakes, dumps it low to Coble. Back out to Campbell. Campbell, touch pass to Bender, left baseline, dump low left. Henneman, she's rock going up, and she'll shoot 2. That foul is charged to Christina Wakeman. That's her first, 2 on Milwaukee. And Katie Henneman to the free throw line. The senior from Homer Glen, Illinois, has started all 25 games, and she's shooting 66% from the free throw line. Free throw number 1 here, good. 14-12, Flames lead, 12:09 left in the half. Seven in a row scored by UIC. Henneman tries again, got them both. 15-12, UIC the lead. They've scored 8 in a row. 12:05 left in the half. Angela Rodriguez flips it ahead to Ashley Green. Green back to Rodriguez against a half-court trap. Finds Brazal Warren. She walked. And that'll send us to another timeout. 11:59 remaining first half. UIC will have the ball after this timeout. Leading 15-12. This is UIC women's basketball. You're hearing it live on the Arena Sports Network.
How do you turn a batter into a hitter? With Slugmaster Hitting Stations. Slugmaster Hitting Stations are the most effective and durable baseball and softball batting practice devices available. Versatile, compact, and easy to use, they are excellent tools for ball player at any skill level. Attached to any pole or post for an instant hitting station. Use it at the ballpark, at home, or anywhere you want to get some hits in. Work the strike zone, top to bottom, in and out. The most complete is used by youth, high school, college, and professional ball players. For more information or to place your order, call 708-705-7354 or visit slugmaster.com. Slugmaster baseball and softball hitting aids, turning batters into hitters.
You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
UIC has come back. They've scored the last 7, leading 15-12 with 11:59 remaining in the first half of play. So far, UIC 6 for 15 from the floor in the first half. Milwaukee 5 for 9. Milwaukee has not scored in the last 3 minutes. And UIC is on an 8-0 run. Story front court to the right, finds Campbell. Campbell up top to Coble, fakes, now finds Story, left wing deuce, nope. Rebound, Terry Bender had it, lost it. It comes down to Sydney Snorer. So Milwaukee has the ball down by 3 and 11:39 left in the first half. Ashley Green, front court to the left, back out to Snorer near the timeline. Sydney Snorer picks up her dribble, now needs help, finds Ashley Green left in the circle. Green works off the Weidman screen. Back to the left, Angela Rodriguez, a long 3, in and out. Rebound, Weidman, had the ball poked away and stolen by Coble. Back comes UIC on the push right to left. Rachel Story in the front court, feeds Terry Bender, stops, pull-up jumper left baseline, in and out. Rebound comes down to Macy Doro, who's on the floor. Doro, along with Ashley Green, Angela Rodriguez, Christine Weideman, and Sydney Snorer on the floor for Milwaukee. Story, Campbell, Henneman as free throw line shot no good. Weideman gets the rebound back and then has her pocket picked. Rachel Story comes up with it. Rachel Story comes right back for UIC, front court to the left, up top to Campbell, and we get a foul underneath. Sydney Snorer with the foul. That's her first and the team third. And now 2 subs for Milwaukee. Aviana Young comes back in, and also Emily Decora comes back in. In for UIC, Imani Moore with her first appearance. And Terry Bender gets a breather. Rachel Story to come in, baseline left. Got to get it in. They didn't get it in time. No one came open. So UIC turns the ball over for the third time. So the 5-second violation against pressure gives the ball back to Milwaukee, who trails by 3, 15-12, and 10:40 left in the first half. Angela Rodriguez across into the front court, works her way left. Starts a right-handed dribble and works off the Decora screen. Picked up her dribble in time. Foul on Rachel Story. That's her second. Fourth foul on the Flames. Only 3 on Milwaukee. 15-12, 10:28 left in the first half. Aviana Young has it left in the lane. Rides in the lane and travel. $10:23 left in the first half. The last 4:38 has belonged to UIC. They've scored the last 8 points. Milwaukee 0 for their last 4. They have 7 total turnovers. Here's Imani Moore, right side Rachel Story. Story backs out on the dribble. Story on the move all the way to the right baseline, and a foul called before Story can get to the basket. And now for Milwaukee, Sydney Howard returns. Sydney Snorer comes out. Rachel Story will pull the trigger baseline right. Story holds and looks, comes in play to Imani Moore. Moore has it up top to Coble. Coble turns on the left-handed dribble, feeds it underneath to Ravonna Campbell. Campbell fakes, lobs it back outside to Rachel Story. Under 10 minutes to go in the half. Here comes Story on the move to the left, guarded by Howard. Lob low left Campbell. Campbell turns and faces against Decora. Turns, shoots, had her shot missed. Rebound on the floor. It comes down to Imani Moore. A hook on the lane is good. Imani Moore with her first bucket. 17-12. The Flames regain the 5-point lead. Sydney Howard in the front court off to the right. Finds Angela Rodriguez on the right wing. Rodriguez on the drive right of the lane. Lobs the hook shot. Rimming. No! Rebound, Emily Coble. Here come the Flames on the push, up by 5. Rachel Story on the fly. Underneath, Katie Hanneman missed the lefty layup. Hanneman the rebound, back up, no, but a foul called, and Katie Hanneman will shoot a pair. That foul is charged to Angela Rodriguez. That's her first. 5 fouls on Milwaukee. Katie Hanneman to the free throw line. 4 points in the game. She's hit 2 free throws already. She's good with that one. Kimmy Chandler on for Milwaukee. Giselle Truitt makes her first appearance for UIC. 18-12, UIC the lead. 19-12 as Henneman drops 2 free throws. She's 4 for 4. 6 points in the game for her. Sydney Howard trots it up. 19-12, UIC the lead. Milwaukee the ball. 9:15 left in the first half. Sydney Howard, a standing dribble. Plays it right side to Chandler. Chandler back to Howard. Between the rings. Back to Chandler, right side. Howard, top of the circle. 10 to shoot. Stolen by Campbell. Ravonna Campbell on the push. Campbell on the drive. A bounce pass. Rachel Story, offensive foul. No, they call a block. They called a block. Howard with a foul. That's her first of the team's 6. Howard not agreeing with the call. And Rachel Story to the free throw line with 8:57 left in the first half. Story gives the ball a spin. Offers the free throw. No good. 19-12. UIC the lead. They're on a 12-0 run covering the last 6+ minutes. Milwaukee's missed their last 5 shots, and they've turned the ball over 8 times during that span. Rachel Story bends the knees and shoots the second one. In and out. Rebound tip to Young. And now Sydney Howard hustles it up. Howard on the move to the left. In the left corner is Dower. Dower trapped in the left corner. Timeout, Milwaukee. 8:44 left in the first half. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. At halftime, it's the Burgers Pizza halftime report. All the stats, facts, and figures of the first half. And you'll hear a chat that I had with Terry Bender earlier. 8:44 left in the first half. 19-12. UIC the lead. Milwaukee has possession. They come back out with Dower along with Chandler, Young, Decora, and Angela Rodriguez. Truitt, Bender returns for UIC to get Rachel Story. Moore, Henneman, and Campbell complete their quintet. Ready to get back to work as Dower flips it into Rodriguez. In the left corner, Decora back outside Chandler. Chandler flips it back to Dower. Dower dumps it low to Young. Young backs in on Henneman, wheels the shot up, no good. Imani Moore the rebound. Ball's free. Moore able to pick it up. Bounces ahead to Terry Bender. Bender on the push in the front court for the Flames. Stops free throw line. Feeds it to Campbell. Campbell with a spin on the right baseline. Bank shot, no good. Rebound to Chandler. Chandler comes right back from Milwaukee as Angela Rodriguez this time has it front court to the right. They give it to Young. Young, right baseline jump short. Rebound, Ravonna Campbell. Campbell comes back out on the push for UIC. Campbell on the fly. Makes her way to the right. Picks up her dribble. Up top, Moore. Moore with a fake. Finds Bender. Back to Moore, top of the key. Left side, Truitt. Low left, Katie Henneman. Henneman, left baseline jump. Yeah! Katie Henneman now with 8. And the lead is 9, 21-12, and 7:50 remaining in the first half. This is a 14-0 run for UIC. Chandler shy of the timeline against Moore. Has it in the front court off to the right. Now works her way back to the left, keeping her sizzle dribble alive. Works her way back to the left and now comes back to the right with a right-handed dribble. Plays it back up top, and Terry Bender a steal. Bender on the fly. Bender driving in. Shoots it up, no good, and drew the foul. That foul is charged to Macy Doro, and that'll send us to another timeout. 7:31 left in the half, and the Flames have taken control, leading 21-12. You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Want to get your rankings in the truest form? Want to get the best college news without all the fluff? Then tune in to Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. Join Kevin the Swamp Rat Horan as he ranks all the collegiate sports, from football to basketball and baseball to cross country, soccer, and so much more. Don't forget to visit www.kevinhoranrankings.com and sign up for his newsletter buzzing across the country. So if you want the best college news and rankings and see how the pros are outsmarted, tune in to Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. The Swamp Rat ranks them right every Wednesday night at 8 on the Arena Sports Network.
At Strack & Van Til, everything we do is designed around you. From the uncompromising freshness down every aisle to the unbeatable quality you'll always find. It's the very best selection from choice meats to bakery. And getting honest value every single day, all with the friendly personal service and the savings that you deserve. That's built around you. That's Strack & Van Til. Visit sbtgroceries.com today.
You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Hey, folks, we hope that you're enjoying our coverage of UIC Women's Basketball. And if you're enjoying our programming here on the Arena Sports Network, why don't you consider becoming a listener partner? For only $30 a year, you can help lay the foundation for the Arena Sports Network as we bring the spotlight where it belongs back to the student athlete. For more information, call 312-451-4041. 21-12, UIC the lead. My good buddy Josh Lopez, the producer of Snowman in the Morning, is tuned in. Terry Bender heads to the free throw line with 7:31 remaining in the first half. Bender takes a deep breath, bends the knees, shoots the free throw, in and out. UIC has missed their last 3 free throws, and you hope this game doesn't come down to free throws. Bender takes a deep breath, shoots the second one, good. She's got 6 points in the game. And suddenly the Flames are busted out to a 10-point lead, 22-12. After trailing by 5. Angela Rodriguez hustles it up. In the right corner, up top it comes to Decora. Decora to Rodriguez. Rodriguez deep to the right, guarded by Giselle Truitt. Rodriguez with a right-handed dribble, works behind the back, and now works it off to the left. Unloads a 3. Missed it. Line drive rebound, Terry Bender. Bender with a wraparound dribble. Dribbles through traffic, and now picks her way through traffic and comes in the front court outside left. Bender up top to Campbell. Back to Bender on the left baseline. Comes back outside and works three-point strike. Bender on the move to the right. Finds Giselle Truitt. Truitt to Campbell, top of the circle. Lob pass Bender, left baseline, back to Campbell, right down the lane and shoots it in off the glass. Ravonna Campbell with 6, and it's 24-12. They have scored, UIC has 17 in a row. 6:35 left in the first half. Angela Rodriguez off to the right, had it poked away, out of bounds. It belongs to UIC. Milwaukee's lineup, Decora, along with Green, Rodriguez, Snower, and Doro. UIC's lineup, Bender, Truitt, Campbell, Coble, and Henneman. And we get a foul out front before Coble can take the shot. Macy Doro with a foul, that's her second. 8th team foul against Milwaukee. 1 plus the bonus for Terry Bender, who split a pair a moment ago. Milwaukee is, and they've turned the ball over 10 times. Bender's free throw good. She'll get the penalty shot. 25-12 in favor of Milwaukee. In favor of UIC. Brizal Warren back on for Milwaukee. Out goes Macy Doro with 2 fouls. Terry Bender back to the free throw line to try to get the second one. It's on the way, and it is good. 2 free throws for Terry Bender. Gives her 8 points in the game. 26-12, UIC the lead as Rodriguez hustles it up front court to the left. Rodriguez backs in on Giselle Truitt. Plays it underneath. A right-handed hook, no good. Rebound, Ravonna Campbell. Ashley Green took that shot. Here comes Bender on the fly. Bender front court to the right. A lob to Katie Henneman. Back to Campbell. Walked. Took one step too many. Remember, you can find the program of the Arena Sports Network also on TuneIn. Go to TuneIn.com and search the Arena Sports Network. 5:50 for the half, 26-12. UIC the lead. Milwaukee the ball. Ashley Green, 18-footer head of the key. No good. Line drive rebound to Terry Bender in the corner. Here comes Terry Bender on the push. Bender on the fly, stops free throw line, punch pass underneath to Katie Hanneman. Missed the lefty layup, but drew the foul, and she'll shoot 2 more. That foul is charged to Ashley Green. First foul on Green. Katie Henneman, 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Free throw number 1. Yep, she's hit 5 in a row from there. Aviana Young back on for Milwaukee. Sydney Snower goes out. Katie Henneman back to the free throw line. 9 points in the game. Make it 10 as she's hit all 6 free throws she's attempted tonight. 28-12. UIC the lead. Milwaukee the ball. Angela Rodriguez brings it into the front court outside left against Truitt. Here comes Rodriguez. Back to the left for Decor. She unloads a long 3. Missed it badly. Rebound Giselle Truitt. Truitt on the push to Campbell. Campbell to Coble in the right corner. Campbell pulls up. Right baseline jump. In and out. Rebound Henneman. Double fake. Shoots it up. No! But she drew the foul. And she'll shoot 2 more. How in the world did that shot fall out? Angela Rodriguez with the foul. That's her second. And Katie Henneman back to the free throw line. Henneman leads all scorers with 10 points. Henneman's free throw, good. She hasn't missed tonight. She is 7 for 7 from the line. UIC has attacked, and they've taken 13 free throws to only 7 for Milwaukee. Free throw number 2, bullseye. Milwaukee has not taken a free throw yet. My mistake. 30-12. UIC the lead. Milwaukee the ball. 5:10 left in the first half. Ashley Green brings it up against Campbell. Green shy of the timeline. Campbell comes back to get her. Green turns on the dribble right down the lane and shoots it up short. Rebound Campbell. Back comes UIC on the push. Campbell in the front court. Plays it right to Coble for 3. Count it! Emily Coble with a 3-point goal. 33-12. UIC the lead and 4:40 left in the first half. That's the first points for Emily Coble tonight. Rodriguez, front court to the right with a scissor dribble. Rodriguez with a right baseline jump. In and out. Rebound Terry Bender. Back comes UIC on the push. Bender in the front court. Lost the ball. Truitt goes down to get it. Finds Bender on the left wing. And Bender pulls it back outside. Bender a standing dribble, finds Henneman top of the circle. Katie Henneman holds and looks. Chest high pass right side Coble. Touch pass Campbell is picked off by Decora. 4:10 for the half. Rodriguez on the run ahead to Green. Green over to the right side. A 3 for Warren is no good. It's over the top and out of bounds. It will belong to UIC again. Caitlin Garant comes on for the first time. Katie Henneman will get a breather. 4:02 left in the first half. UIC with the ball and the lead, 33-12. 4 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Terry Bender walks it up. Bender across the timeline into the front court outside right. Plays it to Coble on the right wing. Up top, Ravana Campbell. Back to Bender left side. Bender against Ashley Green with 12 to shoot. Up top, Garant, 18-footer, no good. Rebound, Campbell, back up, no. Rebound, Rodriguez. Milwaukee in possession, down 33-12 as Rodriguez hustles it up against Truitt. And an offensive foul against Ashley Green. And that'll send us to a timeout. 3:30 left in the first half. UIC is on fire. They lead 33-12. Let's take timeout. You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Some statistics are surprising. Some are unbelievable. And some are simply unacceptable. Right now, nearly 30% of U.S. students aren't finishing high school. Nearly 30%. And that's the average. In many places, it's even higher than that. And fixing it is a responsibility that we all share. This is President Obama, and I urge everyone, not just parents, but friends and neighbors and family members, to take responsibility for encouraging the high school students in your communities, to support them, challenge them, push them a little, and do whatever it takes to help them make it through. Because this is one statistic we simply can't afford to ignore.
You can do your part by going to boostup.org and sending an email, a text message, or even a wake-up call to a student at risk of dropping out. Go to boostup.org and provide the boost that's needed to make it to grad.
Brian Snow back here at the UIC Pavilion, 33-12 in favor of the UIC Flames. And you talk about a drought. Milwaukee is in the midst of one right now. They have missed their last 14 shots. 26 consecutive UIC points. Campbell, top of the circle. Back to Bender on the left wing. 3:18 for the half. Garant, top of the circle. Right side, Melita Emmanuel Carr, who's on the floor for the first time. Now to Campbell, 18-footer, good. 8 for Campbell, 35-12. And now they turn on the full court pressure as Ashley Green trots it up. Green met by Campbell, and Green speeds by her, works left in the lane, lost the ball. Ball's on the floor, jump ball. And it belongs to UIC. (35-12) in favor of UIC. They have possession again. Emmanuel Carr off to the left. Up top, Garant. On the right side is Bender to Campbell. Top of the circle to Coble. Left wing three. Not that time. Rebound on the floor. Comes down to Ashley Green. 2.5 for the half. Rodriguez brings it up. Rodriguez with a long pass to the right corner. Back out to Decor on the right wing. Low right Young. Young cross-court pass tipped away by Bender, out of bounds. Sydney Snorer comes back in. Brazil Warren out for Milwaukee. 2:24 left in the first half. Again, Milwaukee has missed their last 14 shots, and they turn it over again. 15 turnovers in this stretch. Here's Campbell on the drive left in the lane, peels back out to Emmanuel Carr. Now Carr starts a right-handed dribble to Terry Bender. Bender to Campbell on the left baseline, comes up shooting, missing. Rebound, Abiani Young. 2:05 left in the half. Rodriguez on the fly in the front court. Rodriguez with a bullet pass to Young. Backs it on Garant, shoots it up, and traveled. Okay, over the last 14 and 14 Milwaukee turnovers in this stretch. This stretch is covering 13 minutes, and UIC, and I'm not making this up, has scored the last 28 points. Emmanuel Carr off to the left. Up top, Garant. Garant to Terry Bender on the right wing. Campbell, top of the circle, free throw line. Bullet pass underneath to Garant, given back to Coble. Coble left baseline jump, no. Rebound, Garant handed out of bounds. It'll belong to UIC with a 1:39 left in the first half. Milwaukee has turned the ball over 17 times in the first half. Bender to come in. Bender looks and lobs it in play to Emmanuel Carr, who comes out on the dribble between the rings out near the timeline. Emmanuel Carr to Bender on the right wing with 90 seconds left in the first half. Garant top of the circle, left side Coble, touch pass left corner. Emmanuel Carr drives in, offensive foul. That's on Melina Emmanuel Carr. That's her first. And 15th foul. .125 left in the first half. Angela Rodriguez brings it up. Rodriguez front court to the right. Rodriguez with a scissor dribble against Melita Emmanuel Carr. Ravana Campbell and Emmanuel Carr chase her, and they turn it over again. Here comes Bender with a wraparound dribble. Bender stops. Pull up 10-footer, good. Terry Bender with 10. 37-12. 64 seconds left in the first half. Rodriguez front court to the left. Inside of the Beggar's Pizza, final minute. Rodriguez on her way to the right. Back left to Ashley Green. Green with a fake. Stops. Right of the lane. Jumper. No good. Rebound Garant. 46 seconds. Here comes Campbell. Campbell front court to the right, to the left. Finds Coble. Coble on the drive. Left baseline. Lays it up. Good. Are they going to count the basket? The answer is no. As Coble stepped out of bounds. 40.8 left in the first half. Milwaukee 5 for 22 from the floor. UIC 12 for 32. Imani Moore will come back for UIC in a moment. And for the first time, we see Jordan Swan in the game. Sydney Snower in the left corner, drives left baseline, comes up shooting, missing. Rebound, Aviana Young. Turnaround shot in the lane. Good, and a foul. That ends the run. With 19.9 left in the first half, that ends a run of 30 consecutive points. Melita Emmanuel Carr with a foul. That's her second. Macy Doro back on for Milwaukee. And coming back also, Christina Wakeman. And another substitution as Kimmy Chandler comes back on for Milwaukee. Of the night, and their first points in 14 minutes. 4 seconds, 3, 2, left corner, a fake, a 3, blocked, half is over. First half is done, and it's all UIC leading 37-15. We'll come back with our halftime activities, including the first half stats. After this, you're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
What is the IHSA?
For more than 100 years, the Illinois High School Association and member schools have provided opportunities for students to participate in interscholastic athletics and activities, which produce vital education benefits.
Did you know the IHSA offers statewide championship series in 14 sports for boys and girls and sponsors statewide championships in 7 non-athletic activities? Did you know the IHSA licenses more than 10,000 contest officials in 13 different sports and that more than 300,000 students participate in IHSA sports and activities every year? Did you know activity programs only account for 1 to 3% of the overall education budget in a school? Did you know the nation's first sportsmanship mascot was created by the IHSA in 1997 with the birth of Attitude? Did you know students who participate in activity programs tend to have higher grades, better attendance, lower dropout rates, and fewer discipline problems than students that don't participate? Did you know activity programs provide valuable lessons for practical life situations? Teamwork, self-discipline, time management, dealing with adversity, and communication skills?
Now that you know, get in the game. Be a fan and join the fun. Support your local high school programs.
This message has been brought to you by the IHSA. Challenge yourself.
Anne Marie specializes in premier 5-star vendor and craft shows. She also offers event planning for special events of any kind. Anne Marie's goal is to provide both her vendors and shoppers with an exceptional experience, believing that promotion is the key to any successful event. Anne Marie has developed personal relationships with her vendors and is constantly being sought by vendors who would like to participate in her popular events, often with wait lists for vendors. Working with Anne Marie is an enjoyable, stress-free experience. Anne Marie is a perfectionist and very creative. She is 100% committed to each event from beginning to end and believes that promotion is the key to any successful event. No stone will go unturned as it relates to promotion. For the ultimate in event planning, contact Anne Marie today at 219-741-0435 or visit anne-marieprince.com. Premier events in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana are brought to you by Anne Marie.
An ordinary sunny day, an ordinary family's living room filled with an ordinary bunch of kids, and they were doing nothing. They were couch slouching, they were rug imitating, and lazy minute after lazy minute was passing them by, when suddenly...
Huh? Hey guys, that's a personal foul. Inactive activity on a sunny day.
Coming to the rescue was NFL running back Reggie Bush.
Players don't get lazy penalties. Let's play.
Those kids, they listened to Reggie. They got up and play they did. There was fun and running. There were smiles and jumping. And laziness was crushed.
Hey kids, don't get a lazy penalty.
Kids, listen to Reggie and avoid lazy penalties. Be a player. Get up and play for an hour a day. Go online to check out smallstep.gov for fun playtime ideas.
So you can be a player too.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Be a player.
You're listening to UIC Flames Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network. It's now time for the Beggar's Pizza Halftime Report, presented by Beggar's Pizza of downtown Chicago. Beggar's Pizza, we lay it on thick. Let's go back to the arena and rejoin Brian Snow.
Beggar's Pizza halftime report from the UIC Pavilion. Folks, you're going to have to forgive me doing this with a slight cold, but UIC was red hot as they closed the first half on a 30-3 run. and lead 37-15 here at the half. First half stats look like this. First, our halftime report presented by Beggar's Pizza of downtown Chicago. Beggar's Pizza, we lay it on thick. Milwaukee 6 for 25, 2 for 8 from distance, 1 free throw. That's by Aviana Young. That closed the first half. 17 rebounds, 4 in the offensive glass, 2 assists, 18 turnovers. And they were led by Emily DeCoro, who finished with 6. Aviana Young finished with 5. 2 apiece for Ashley Green and and Sydney Howard, and that completes their scoring. Flames were 12 of 32 in the first half, 2 of 5 from distance, 11 of 14 from the free throw line, including 8 in a row from Katie Henneman. 23 rebounds, 8 on the offensive glass, 8 assists, same number of turnovers, 3 blocks, 10 steals, and Katie Henneman led all scorers with a dozen, along with 3 rebounds. Terry Bender next with 10, Ravonna Campbell with 8, 3 for Emily Coble, and 2 apiece for Rachel Story and Imani Moore. So the fact that Rachel Story picked up 2 early fouls in the first half has not hurt the Flames. Again, a 30-3 run closed the first half, and that's why the Flames lead by 22 here in the half. 37-15. This is Beggar's Pizza halftime report presented by Beggar's Pizza of downtown Chicago. We'll come back with more after this. You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
My name is Matt Rencars, and I'm the founder of Fusion Ions. We are so confident that you're going to love our bands. We want you to try one risk-free so you can see for yourself how powerful these bands really are. Don't wait. Go to FusionIons.com to find out how you can receive your very own free Fusion Ions band. Take advantage before they are gone. FusionIons.com. That's FusionIons.com.
Have you ever dreamed of being a karate master? Well, stop dreaming and start jumping with the Karate Glove.
Hi, my name's Molly, inventor of the Karate Glove, and I have just 1.5 words for you. Hi-ya!
The Karate Glove chomps through anything. Just put it on and instantly chomp through wood, concrete, brick wall. It chops things.
If I can invent a karate glove, just imagine what you can do. Visit inventnow.org to get started on your invention. Anything's possible. Keep thinking.
Brought to you by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, the National Inventors Hall of Fame Foundation, and the Ad Council.
It's Hi-Ya time!
Want to get your rankings in the truest form? Want to get the best college news without all the fluff? Then tune in to Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. Join Kevin the Swamp Rat Horan as he ranks all the collegiate sports, from football to basketball and baseball to cross country, soccer, and so much more. Don't forget to visit www.kevinhoranrankings.com and sign up for his newsletter buzzing across the country. So if you want the best college news and rankings and see how the pros are outsmarted, tune in to Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. The Swamp Rat ranks them right every Wednesday night at 8 on the Arena Sports Network.
How do you turn a batter into a hitter? With Slugmaster Hitting Stations. Slugmaster Hitting Stations are the most effective and durable baseball and softball batting practice devices available. Versatile, compact, and easy to use, they are excellent tools for ball player at any skill level. Attached to any pole or post for an instant hitting station. Use it at the ballpark, at home, or anywhere you want to get some hits in. Work the strike zone, top to bottom, in and out. The most complete workout year-round, indoors or outdoors, teams or individuals. Slugmaster equipment is constructed from high-grade steel. The rugged design means years and years of use. Slugmaster equipment is used by youth, high school, college, and professional ball players. For more information or to place your order, call 708-705-7354 or visit slugmaster.com. Slugmaster Baseball and Softball Hitting Aids, turning batters into hitters.
Gigahertz, providing customers with excellent service since 2008. Computer problem? Leave it to the staff at Gigahertz, priding themselves with an unparalleled work ethic and continuing to offer customers the lowest prices around. Gigahertz services include PC repair, networking, PC setup, custom PC builds, pickup and delivery, in addition to in-home and in-office service. Get small to large business solutions, service contracts, and much more. Computer problems? Gigahertz. And that's where we come in. Gigahertz Gigahertz for your computer repair and solution needs. In-home, in-store, wherever it's convenient for you. Think your PC's infected? Gigahertz offers free virus diagnostics with most virus removals done in 48 hours or less. Plus, they'll optimize your PC. Take that, Best Buy. Give Gigahertz a call. 219-218-9323. That's 219-218-9323. Or log on to gigahertzpc.net. Gigahertz, and that's where we come in. iGo Car Sharing, dedicated to creating a robust and seamlessly integrated transportation system that's ubiquitous, convenient, and affordable for individuals, and provides the region with expanded economic development opportunities and exemplary environmental performance. Since its inception in 2002, iGo has worked to catalyze a set of transportation innovations that make it feasible and desirable for Chicago residents to get around conveniently and economically without having to own a car, and at the same time, reduce vehicle miles traveled and greenhouse gas emissions. A mobility system that is independent of private car ownership, requires solutions that use resources efficiently, saves residents money, and decreases the individual and regional ecological footprint. It allows residents to easily choose between multiple modes of transportation to move from point to point quickly, inexpensively, and conveniently. Innovative information technology can integrate both trip planning and service payment across all types of transit, including rail transit, commuter rail, local bus, bus rapid transit, and more. Visit us online at igocars.org and find a location nearest you. iGo Cars, Chicago's only hometown nonprofit car sharing company.
Planning an upcoming event? The completely refurbished Diamond Club at U.S. Steel Yard is available year-round for birthday parties, wedding receptions, business meetings, conferences, and a wide variety of other activities. With a full service bar and the ability to accommodate groups of up to 300 people, the Diamond Club is the perfect place to host your next event. Fully customizable food options through Aramark are also available. Call the Railcats at 219-882-2255 and have the Railcats fashion an event your friends, family, clients, or colleagues will never forget. The Gary South Shore Railcats, redefining fun.
At Strachan Van Til, everything we do is designed around you. From the uncompromising freshness down every aisle to the unbeatable quality you'll always find. It's the very best selection from choice meats to bakery. And getting honest value every single day. All with the friendly personal service and the savings that you deserve. That's built around you. That's Strachan Van Til. Visit svtgroceries.com today.
Some statistics are surprising. Some are unbelievable. And some are simply unacceptable. Right now, nearly 30% of U.S. students aren't finishing high school. Nearly 30%. And that's the average. In many places, it's even higher than that. And fixing it is a responsibility that we all share. This is President Obama, and I urge everyone, not just parents, but friends and neighbors and family members, to take responsibility for encouraging the high school students in your communities, to support them, challenge them, push them a little, and do whatever it takes to help them make it through. Because this is one statistic we simply can't afford to ignore.
You can do your part by going to boostup.org and sending an email, a text message, or even a wake-up call to a student at risk of dropping out. Go to boostup.org and provide the boost that's needed to make it to graduation. A message from the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Anne Marie specializes in premier 5-star vendor and craft shows. She also offers event planning for special events of any kind. Anne Marie's goal is to provide both her vendors and shoppers with an exceptional experience, believing that promotion is the key to any successful event. Anne Marie has developed personal relationships with her vendors and is constantly being sought by vendors who would like to participate in her popular events, often with wait lists for vendors. Working with Anne Marie is an enjoyable, stress-free experience. Anne Marie is a perfectionist and very creative. She is 100% committed to each event from beginning to end and believes that promotion is the key to any successful event. No stone will go unturned as it relates to promotion. For the ultimate in event planning, contact Anne Marie today at 219-741-0435 or visit anne-marieprince.com. Premier events in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana are brought to you by Anne Marie.
You do a lot of thinking on a bike about your life, family, your dreams. One of my dreams came to me on a bike, to open up my own shop. So what happens when you complete a dream? Well, you just start thinking of the next.
Visit DrastichAgency.com or call 219-945-3040 and ask Joel Drastich how you can get all of your insurance under one roof.
At Midwest Interventional Spine Specialists, you can trust in Northwest Indiana's first team in pain management. For more than a decade, the MIST team has proudly served the residents of Northwest Indiana, providing accurate diagnosis and innovative treatments for spinal pain and many other types of acute and chronic pain. Each of our physicians has achieved board certifications. Each has been recognized as a leader in the field and earned a strong reputation for delivering excellent results and genuine compassionate care. To them, nothing is more rewarding than helping patients with severe pain regain the kind of normal, active life that the rest of us take for granted. For more information, pay us a visit at 8840 Calumet Avenue, Suite 103 in Munster, or give us a call at 219-836-7246. The Midwest Interventional Spine Specialists, first in proven pain solutions, first in patient care. You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
How do you come back from trailing by 5? Well, UIC did it with an astounding 30-3 run to close the first half. Milwaukee did not make a field goal after leading 12-7. Milwaukee did not make a field goal until 19 seconds remained in the first half. So the same 5 that started the game will start for UIC. Story, Bender, Campbell, Coble, and Henneman. Henneman leads all with 12 points. UIC in the home whites with the navy blue numbers trimmed in red. And for Milwaukee, they come out with Green, Dower, Decora, Young, and Rodriguez. And it's Decora that will bring it in at the timeline. Now we're ready to get back to work, start the second half. They flip it in play to Dower. Dower brings it up from Milwaukee. This time they travel right to left. Rodriguez off to the right. Rodriguez picks up the dribble, finds Young, driving baseline, shoots it up and in. So Milwaukee gets the first 2 points of the second half. They trail 37-17. They've scored the last 5, dating back to the first half. 14 for Katie Hanneman, 39-17. Here's a 3 from the right wing, no good. Terry Bender, a one-handed pickoff on the rebound. Story hustles it up to Coble, a wide-open 3. No good. Rebound, Hanneman back to Coble, outside to Story. Out between the rings. Rachel Story on the drive, right in the lane, stops, 10-footer, missed it badly. And a loose ball foul against Milwaukee. Angela Rodriguez with a foul, that's her third. Ball tipped out of bounds on the inbounds. It stays with UIC with 18:55 remaining in the game. Baseline right, Terry Bender looks to come in, flips it in play to Coble. Coble turns on the dribble against Rodriguez with a high right-handed dribble. Now switches hands to the left, finds Terry Bender. Bender stops at the free throw line. Right of the lane is Henneman. Cross court left corner, Coble. Coble holds and looks against Rodriguez. Dump low left to Ravonna Campbell. Campbell backs in, back out to Bender. Bender with a whip pass underneath to Henneman. Henneman lefty hook short. Rebound Campbell, follow blocked. Rebound Campbell again, backs in and shoots it up, no good. Campbell again, no good. Rebound Bender, follow, no. Foul called. Henneman took a tumble, Campbell took a tumble, and UIC got 5 cracks at the basket. And they'll go to the free throw line. Terry Bender to the free throw line, 10 points in the game. Bender is 3 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. She also has 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Bender's free throw, good. 40-17, UIC the lead. As Terry Bender, the sophomore from Milwaukee, tries to extend this lead again with 18:25 remaining in the game. Bender again. Out. Henneman the rebound. Comes back out of the lane and flips it back out to Bender on the right wing. Bender receives the dribble out front near the timeline, directing traffic with the left hand, pounding the dribble with the right. And now Bender on the move to the right, orders everybody to clear out. Flips it up top to Henneman. Foul line jump. Good. (42-17). 2 minutes gone in the second half. Offensive foul on Rodriguez, and that's her fourth. Sydney Howard on for Milwaukee. Rodriguez comes out. Bender comes across the timeline for UIC as they have possession. Rachel Story lost the ball! Out of bounds. It'll belong to Milwaukee, and she knew she had a wide open shot. Ravonna Campbell with 8 points and 9 rebounds. She's been a double-double machine all year long, and she's flirting with another one. Sydney Howard brings it up against Terry Bender. Howard turns on the dribble against Bender, lobs it back to Ashley Green for 3. And a foul. It's on Katie Henneman. First on Henneman, and the first foul on UIC here in the second half. Ashley Green will shoot 3. She's a 63% free throw shooter coming in here, and she hits the first one here. That is their second free throw, only their second free throw taken. 42-18, UIC the lead. Free throw number 2, got it. 42-19. Ashley Green hits all 3, and it's 42-20. Terry Bender brings it up. Bender front court to the right, stops right at the left of the lane, finds Story. Right side Campbell. Campbell with a left-handed dribble. Turns against Green. Dump pass to Henneman on the left baseline. Back out to Bender. Bender on the drive in from the left. Stops right of the lane. Now finds Campbell. Turnaround shot. Good. So there's one double for Ravonna Campbell. She now has 10 points in the game. 44-20, 17-10 remaining as Sydney Howard beats Terry Bender in the front court. Works it left in the lane. Slips. Hands it off to Aviana Young and lays it in. 44-22, 16:58 remaining in the game. Terry Bender brings it up. Bender on the move to the right, finds Campbell. Campbell stops right in the lane, turns out to Bender. A 3, count it! Terry Bender with a 3 out of the right corner. She's got 14, and it's 47-22, 16:35 remaining. Milwaukee in the backcourt with Sydney Howard with a left-handed dribble. Crosses over against Bender and flies into the front court, stops right in the lane, and carry the ball. Another turnover against Milwaukee. That is their 20th of the night. And you have the feeling one more run will put this game away with 16:24 left. Terry Bender across into the front court. Zone shown by Milwaukee. Coble off to the right. Up top, Campbell. Left side, Bender. Bender holds left wing. Against. Here's Story for 3. Short. Campbell got her double-double. Missed the shot. Drew the foul. She'll shoot 2. She'll make her first appearance at the free throw line. And that foul is charged to Ashley Green, and that's 4 on Green. Free throw by Campbell. Good. Christina Wakeman back on for Milwaukee. Ashley Green out. 16:06 remaining. Campbell 11 points, 10 rebounds, make it 12 points, 10 rebounds. So another double-double for Campbell to back up the one she had on Saturday in Dayton. 49-22, biggest lead of the night for UIC, and 4 minutes gone in the second half. Here comes Howard. Howard off to the left, guarded by Story. Fakes, picks up her dribble, finds Dower. Dower on the drive, left of the lane, stops, dump pass inside to Wakeman, backs in on Henneman, lefty hook, no good. Rebound taken down by Milwaukee. Here's a 3 for Decora, no good from the right. Ravonna Campbell in traffic picks it off. Ravonna Campbell ahead to Rachel Story in the right corner. Up top, Terry Bender. 15.5 minutes remaining. Terry Bender stops left in the lane. Picks up her dribble. Dump pass low left. Katie Henneman backs in. Shoots it in and draws the foul. A lefty layup for Katie Henneman. 18 points. And we have time on the floor. 15:25 remaining in the game. UIC running away. 51-22. Let's pause for this timeout. You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Anne Marie specializes in premier 5-star vendor and craft shows. She also offers event planning for special events of any kind. Anne Marie's goal is to provide both her vendors and shoppers with an exceptional experience, believing that promotion is the key to any successful event. Anne Marie has developed personal relationships with her vendors and is constantly being sought by vendors who would like to participate in her popular events, often with wait lists for vendors. Working with Anne Marie is an enjoyable, stress-free experience. Anne Marie is a perfectionist and very creative. She is 100% committed to each event from beginning to end and believes that promotion is the key to any successful event. No stone will go unturned as it relates to promotion. For the ultimate in event planning, contact Anne Marie today at 219-741-0435 or visit anne-marieprince.com. Premier events in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana are brought to you by Anne Marie.
You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
15:25 remaining. Brian Snow back here with you at the UIC Pavilion as the UIC Flames are running away from Milwaukee. 51-22, they lead. 15:25 remaining in the game. Katie Henneman to the free throw line, and she has not missed tonight in 8 attempts. She's got 18 points and 5 rebounds. Henneman's free throw, got it. She still hasn't missed. And the lead is now at 30, 52-22, as the Flames have outscored Milwaukee 15-7. Cross-court pass to Cora, right baseline three, good. So Milwaukee retaliates in kind. 52-25. Rachel Story in the front court works her way to the left. Up top to Campbell. Campbell to the right side for Giselle Truitt. Truitt to Coble. A straight on three. Not that time. Rebound Aviana Young. Young waits for traffic to clear and brings it up. Here comes Howard on the move in the front court. Howard with a left-handed dribble. Now works her way to the left side, guarded by Truitt. Howard picks up her dribble. Now finds Decora. Dump pass underneath Waitman. Back outside to Dower. Dower holds to Young, top of the circle. Young on the drive, right of the lane against Campbell. Swings the hook shot, good. 52-27, the last 5 points belong to Milwaukee. Henneman holds top of the circle, swings it right to Giselle Truitt. Dump low right, Campbell backs in on Young and shoots it up, no good. Rebound tip to the floor. Henneman goes down with it. 4 Panthers go along with her. And a jump ball is called. It'll stay with UIC. .14-12 remaining in the game as they come into Truitt as the Flames reset with a full shot clock. Coble for three. In and out, and it stayed out. Rebound to the floor, out of bounds, Milwaukee ball. Timeout call by UIC as Regina Miller will try to put a stop to this brewing Milwaukee run immediately. After the game, it's the Web Ford post-game show brought to you by Web Ford of Highland, Indiana. We'll give you a quick interview with assistant coach Eric Simpson and our player of the game. Time now for our Gigahertz stat of the half, brought to you by Gigahertz, the official computer solutions company of the Arena Sports Network. And our Gigahertz stat of the half is this. UIC is 15 for 19 from the free throw line. Milwaukee 4 for 4. That is the difference so far. Milwaukee the ball coming right to left. 52-27 they trail. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Here's Howard on the move right in the lane. Right down the lane and shoots it in. This is a little bit of trouble. UIC needs a bucket here, as strange as that sounds. Here's Truitt, a left corner jumper, no good. Henneman tips the rebound and a loose ball foul. Against UIC, it's against Katie Henneman. And you can kind of see this coming. Terry Bender back in. Giselle Truitt will take a break. And here's the thing, you can kind of see this coming, but now UIC needs to get a defensive stop. Decora in the backcourt against full court pressure, and a lob pass ahead for Howard trying to save it, and Bender with a steal. Back comes UIC left to right. Story has it in the left corner. Up top, Katie Henneman, 15-footer, no! And the rebound comes down to Milwaukee again as Young picked it off. Now Howard with a long pass ahead to Dower. Dower drives in, turns, Bender picked her pocket, ball to Young. Young on the drive in the lane, right-hand push, hook shot, no good. Rebound, Ravonna Campbell, and she's clobbered and fouled. Aviana Young with the foul, that's her second. Terry Bender walks it up. Bender joined by Coble, Henneman, Campbell, and Story. So starters on the floor for UIC. Coble off to the right. Back to the top of the circle for Campbell. Finds Terry Bender. Left baseline jump. Good. As strange as this sounds, that's a big bucket. 54-29 and 12:48 remaining. And now a steal by Coble. She stepped out of bounds. Sydney Snorer returns for Milwaukee, and Dower goes out. 12:41 remaining in the game, and it's all UIC. 12:38 left. Here comes Howard, works it left lane. Flip pass underneath to Young. Young spins down the lane, lefty layup, no good. Campbell the rebound, that's your 12. Ravonna Campbell on the push in the front court. Campbell stops, three-point stripe to the left. To the right side, Terry Bender. Lob low right, Henneman tipped away. Ball's free. Henneman gets it back to Bender. Top side Story, a straight on three. No good. Rebound, Campbell had it, lost it. Ball on the floor, comes down to Young. And Young lost the ball. And Milwaukee will keep possession with 12:08 remaining in the game. Jordan Swan back on now for Milwaukee. They'll come in at the timeline and comes and play to Sydney Snorer. 12:05 left, 54-29, UIC the lead. Sydney Snorer in the front court. Snorer with a right corner three. Nope. Terry Bender the rebound. UIC looks to run. Terry Bender on the push. Bender left in the lane, had her pocket picked by Snorer. Back comes Milwaukee 3-on-1. Sydney Snorer on the drive and on Henneman. Fake, shoots, missed. Rebound, Campbell had it. Henneman picks it up. Henneman pulls away through traffic and comes ahead to Coble. Now to Story on the right side. Story out to the right corner. Up top, Henneman. Henneman with a fake, drives left the lane. Lefty layup, good, and a foul! That foul is charged to Christina Wakeman, and we have time on the floor. 11:31 remains in the game. 56-29 in favor of the UIC Flames. You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Charles Tillman, cornerback for your Chicago Bears. I've tackled a lot in my life, but nothing more difficult than waiting for my daughter to receive a life-saving heart transplant. Thanks to the selfless gift of another human being, my wife and I get to hold our daughter each and every day. You too can help give someone a second chance at life. As a registered organ donor, you can help save the lives of more than 25 people. Be a team player. Register to be an organ and tissue donor at donatelifeillinois.org.
Want to get your rankings in the truest form? Want to get the best college news without all the fluff? Then tune in to Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. Join Kevin the Swamp Rat Horan as he ranks all the collegiate sports, from football to basketball and baseball to cross country, soccer, and so much more. Don't forget to visit www.kevinhoranrankings.com and sign up for his newsletter buzzing across the country. So if you want the best college news and rankings and see how the pros are outsmarted, tune in to Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. The Swamp Rat ranks them right every Wednesday night at 8 on the Arena Sports Network.
You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
11:31 remains in the game. It's all UIC, 56-29. As Milwaukee has been outscored 19-14 here in the second half. They've already scored as many points as they did in the first half, being Milwaukee. Henneman tries it. Henneman hits it. She's got 21. Caitlin Garant back on for Katie Henneman, who departs with 22 points. And now again, the Flames with full court pressure. They come in and Bender a steal. Hands it to Coble. Lefty layup. Out! Rebound tip to Campbell. Back outside Rachel Story while 11:20 remaining. Rachel Story a scissor dribble. Feeds it left corner to Coble. Coble fakes up top Caitlin Garant. Right side Terry Bender. Bender holds and looks. Gives it to Campbell. Right in the lane. Up top Coble. Coble on the drive. Left in the lane. Gives it to Story. Rachel Story hops in the lane and shoots it in. Rachel Story with a bucket. And the lead, once again, is 30, 59-29. 4 points for Rachel Story on the night. She hasn't had to score much because everyone else has done the damage. Sydney Howard works off the screen. Gives it to Jordan Swan. Right down the lane. Lefty layup. Nope. And Ravonna Campbell another rebound. Campbell on the fly. Front court to the left. To Coble on the right wing. They give it to Garant right of the circle. Garant backs away in. Looks for help. Up top to Coble. Rachel Story has it this time. 15 to shoot and 10-25 with the big one. Touch pass intended for Garant is picked off by... It's picked up by Decora. Decora to Sydney Howard. Missed the layup. Rebound Caitlin Garant. Bender flips it ahead to Rachel Story. Story with the bounce pass low left to Campbell. Back out Coble. Right wing three. Come on! Emily Coble with 6, both on trays, halfway home, 62-29 in favor of UIC. Kimmy Chandler in the front court. Chandler on the drive. Right-hand scoop is short. Follow, nope. Rebound Garant. I mean, the seas parted and Chandler couldn't finish. Here comes Story to Coble. Dump pass underneath to Campbell, picked off by Howard. Here back comes Milwaukee. Sydney Howard on the move, front court to the left. Hands it back behind her to Decora. She launches a three. Missed that one. Rebound Terry Bender. 9.5 minutes remaining. 62-29. UIC the lead and the ball. Campbell has it low left. Pitch out Story. Left wing three try. No. Rebound tip. Comes down to Swan. Back comes Milwaukee on the push right to left. Jordan Swan to the front court. Stops. Pull up jumper left of the lane. Good. Jordan Swan with her first bucket with 9:05 left, 62-31. UIC has doubled Milwaukee on this late start, and we apologize for the late start because Milwaukee had a hard time getting here due to the weather, the sudden weather that we had. Here comes Campbell on the drive, right in the lane, shoots it up, banked it in. Ravonna Campbell with 14. 64-31. Back comes Howard to Decora, left corner three, bang. Timeout Milwaukee. And it's a 30-second timeout for Milwaukee. We'll keep it here. 8:38 remaining in the contest. And UIC leads by 30, 64-34. They have been in control the entire game. Well, I should say they've been in control since about the 11-minute mark of the first half. Of the 13-minute mark of the first half, when they turned a 12-7 deficit into a 37-12 lead. Since then, it's been all UIC. Katie Hanneman leads all scorers with 22 points. Terry Bender next with 16. Ravonna Campbell 14 points, 15 rebounds. Campbell 6 rebounds away from tying her season and career high of 21. She had 18 rebounds on Saturday. And now against full court pressure, Melita Emanuel Carr comes in play to Rachel Story. Story double teamed to the backcourt, flips it to Bender. And now Bender with a long pass ahead to Caitlin Garant. Reverse layup is in. (66-34). UIC the lead, 8:20 remaining in the game. Angela Rodriguez off to the right. Rodriguez chased by Terry Bender. Back to the right side. For layup short, back up, good, and a foul for Jessica Prince in just her 5th game of the year. And that will send us to a timeout. 7:59 remaining, 66-36. UIC the lead. You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Some statistics are surprising, some are unbelievable, and some are simply unacceptable. Right now, nearly 30% of U.S. students aren't finishing high school. Nearly 30%. And that's the average. In many places, it's even higher than that. And fixing it is a responsibility that we all share. This is President Obama, and I urge everyone, not just parents, but friends and neighbors and family members, to take responsibility for encouraging the high school students in your communities, to support them, challenge them, push them a little, and do whatever it takes to help them make it through. Because this is one statistic we simply can't afford to ignore.
You can do your part by going to boostup.org and sending an email, a text message, or even a wake-up call to a student at risk of dropping out. Go to boostup.org and provide the boost that's needed to make it to graduation. A message from the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
7:59 remaining. Jessica Prince just put a basket back in. 66-36, UIC the lead. Good way for them to bounce back after the loss in Dayton. Flames come back. Story, Campbell, Emanuel Carr, Garant, and Bender. Jessica Prince to the free throw line. And Jessica Prince, the 6'3 sophomore out of Gurdine, Illinois, the Warren Township Blue Devil, hits the free throw. And for the first time in a couple of minutes, this lead is under 30. And they turn on the pressure, and Howard comes up with a steal. Outright zone for 3. Count it. A 3-point goal by Brizal Warren. And now UIC breaks the pressure to Bender. 66-40. 7:40 remaining. Terry Bender dancing on the dribble out front, moves it right, finds Emanuel Carr. Up top, Ravonna Campbell, left side Bender. Bender holding in the left corner, guarded by Warren to Garant. Garant with a fake, finds Carr. 8 to shoot, out front Bender, 6 to shoot. They give it to Campbell, right baseline, jump, no. The rebound, Jessica Prince, and here comes Milwaukee. Angela Rodriguez flips it ahead to Howard. Howard holds the ball overhead against Bender, and Campbell the steal. Here comes Campbell on the drive, all the way, lays it in. 16 for Ravonna Campbell, along with 15 rebounds. 68-40 and 7 minutes remaining. Rodriguez dancing on the dribble off to the left, works off the Prince screen. Here comes Rodriguez, right side jumper, rimming good. That's her first points of the game. And she is their leading scorer. Emanuel Carr breaks the pressure and comes across. Leaves it for Story, now to Terry Bender. Terry Bender flips it right side to Rachel Story. 6.5 minutes left. Here's Campbell to Bender in the left corner, 14 to shoot. Bender works it left baseline, comes up shooting short. Rebound Grant trying to save it. Out of bounds. Belongs to Milwaukee. Macy Doro comes in. Sydney Howard goes out from Milwaukee. Green and Rodriguez each with 4 fouls for Milwaukee. Emmanuel Carr has 3 for UIC. Angela Rodriguez picks up the dribble, plays it back to Green, left corner Doro. She comes up shooting for 3, rimming no. Rebound Green, follow good. 68-44, 6 minutes remaining. As Story looks to come in, timeout UIC. Flames spend a timeout with 5:56 remaining. It's a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. Leading scorers in the game for Milwaukee. Emily DeCora with 12 points to lead them. Aviana Young with 11. For UIC, Katie Henneman with 22 points and 6 rebounds, a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw line. Ravonna Campbell and Terry Bender each with 16. Couple Ravonna Campbell scoring numbers with 15 rebounds and 4 assists. And she's only committed 1 foul in the game. Terry Bender, 16 points, and runs into Prince. And looking for a travel. They're going to get together. This may be a travel instead of an offensive foul. Having such a big lead in the game. You don't want another sloppy close as you had against Oakland a week and a half ago. Rodriguez dancing on the dribble out front. Rodriguez on the move to the right. Rodriguez with a high dribble. Dumps it low to Prince. Kick back outside. Warren's 3. Nope. Rebound chased down by Terry Bender. Bender stops, flips it ahead to Rachel Story, and Story hustles it up. Finds Emmanuel Carr in the left corner. Dump low left Campbell. Campbell comes back out on the dribble. Picks it up. Finds Emmanuel Carr. Cross court right side Terry Bender. Bender holds and looks with 5:25 remaining. Up top Emmanuel Carr. Works it. Free throw line comes up shooting. No foul called. Out of bounds. It belongs to Milwaukee. Why was there no foul called? 5:20 remaining. Rodriguez has it in play. 68-44, UIC the lead, and they come up with a steal. Bender, touch pass Story, underneath Emmanuel Carr, shoots it up, no good. Rebound tipped, comes down to Jessica Prince. 1 pass too many that time, and now Milwaukee has numbers. Rodriguez 2-on-1, finds Doro, left baseline jump, nope. Rebound Prince, follow good. 68-46. Milwaukee has shaved 8 points off of this lead. Now we got another shot clock issue. We're ready to get back to work as Katie Henneman comes back in for Garant. Rachel Story to pull the trigger at the timeline. And flips it in play in the backcourt to Terry Bender, met by Rodriguez. Terry Bender comes across, finds Emmanuel Carr in the left corner. Emmanuel Carr to Campbell at the top of the circle. Campbell on the drive, right of the lane, stops, fadeaway jumper, bank, no! Rebound chased down, still free. It comes down to Warren, ahead to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the push. Cross-court pass right side to Green. She comes up shooting, missing. Rebound Campbell, 16 rebounds for her. And now Campbell comes out on the fly. Stops shy of the timeline. Now gets it across into the front court. Trap finds Emmanuel Carr. A lob low to Katie Henneman. Reverse layup. Good, and a foul! Give Henneman 24 with a chance for 25. That foul is charged to Jessica Prince. That's her first and the team's 8th. Aviana Young back on for Milwaukee. Katie Henneman to the free throw line. Free throw on the way. She finally missed one, but the rebound comes down to Milwaukee. She finally missed a free throw. Here's Young working right of the lane, comes up shooting and hitting. 70-48 in favor of UIC, and they'll turn the pressure on again. And now Rachel Story brings it up. Story in the front court off to the right. Back to the left side for Emmanuel Carr. Up front, Terry Bender. Bender finds Rachel Story with 3:45 left. Here's Campbell. Into the lane, out to Bender. Bender on the drive in the lane, 10-footer in the lane. Nope, rebound Prince. And two Flames go down, Campbell and Emmanuel Carr. Now Milwaukee with numbers. Story finds Green, right corner three, no good. And Terry Bender chased down the rebound. And a foul called on whom? It's on Katie Hanneman. That'll send us to our final timeout. 70-48, UIC the lead. Milwaukee has the ball when we come back. This is UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
It began as a promise. Son, we're going on a road trip. That promise has lasted over 30 years. Our dream is to visit every national park in America. It's been thousands of miles, countless bumps along the way, but we'll just keep moving on, pursuing this amazing dream.
Visit DrassichAgency.com or call 219-945-3040 and ask Joelle Drassich how you can get all of your insurance under one roof.
Alright, I've gone through all the tracks, just move through the beats. Do your thing.
Alright, everyone, let's hear it for West High Zone Brooke Turner, a.k.a. DJ Brooke.
Scratching at my first school dance takes confidence. So we're getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Visit knowhowtogo.org to learn what you should be doing right now to prepare for college. Start taking the steps at knowhowtogo.org. Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
3.5 minutes remaining, 70-48, UIC the lead. Coming up after the game, it's our Web Ford postgame show. We'll have all the final stats, facts, and figure, and an interview with our player of the game. Milwaukee to come in baseline left. A bounce pass underneath to Prince. Her shot blocked by Campbell out of bounds. That was Green who had her shot blocked by Campbell. Third block for Campbell tonight. 3:28 left. Rodriguez in play to Green, shoots it in, 70-50. They've shaved 10 points off of this lead. Terry Bender trapped in the backcourt, a long pass ahead to Emmanuel Carr. Emmanuel Carr hands it back to Terry Bender. Bender on the move to the right, finds Emmanuel Carr. Carr fakes, top side Campbell. Campbell flips it left corner to Bender. Bender holds and looks, finds Katie Hanneman. Dump pass to Campbell. Touch pass right side, Rachel Story. Fakes, drives, shoots, and scores, and this game's in the book. 72-50. Here's Decora with a three from the right corner. Bank no good, and the rebound snatched down by Terry Bender. 72-50. UIC the lead and the ball. 2:40 remaining. Imani Moore will come back. Here's Story on the left wing. Story holds and looks. Up top, Emmanuel Carr with a fake. Back to Story in the left corner. Two subs coming for UIC in just a moment. 2:28 left. A lob low right to Campbell. Campbell bounce pass left corner Story. Up top, Emmanuel Carr. Carr with a 20-footer. Missed it. Rebound. Henneman. Good, and a foul. This game's in the book. Katie Hanneman with 25. So Print coming on from Milwaukee is Jessica Prince, as they'll pull their starters. Jessica Prince on the floor, along with Kimmy Chandler. 26 for Henneman, and missed her second straight free throw after hitting her first 10. Melina Emmanuel Carr, or Imani Moore, grabbed the rebound in the corner and was fouled. Kimmy Chandler with a foul. Imani Moore to the free throw line. 2 points in the game. Moore gives the ball a spin. Deep knee bend. Eyes it. Shoots it. Count it. Caitlin Garant comes in. Katie Henneman departs. And she is our player of the game with 26 points. Free throw number 2, in and out. Rebound chased down by Sydney Snore. Emily Coble back on the floor for UIC, and we get a foul on Imani Moore. That's only the 5th foul against UIC here in the second half. Only the 5th. 75-50. UIC the lead. They will equal their largest win total, their highest win total in program history with their 19th. They'll go for number 20 in 10 days in Youngstown. Jordan Swan dumps it to Prince, backs over Garant, and a foul on Garant. Garant took a shot in the nose, it looks like. Now the referees are going to discuss who the foul is on, I believe. While we await their call, we tell you 1:59 remains in the game. And they're going to go to the monitor. They're going to go to the monitor to determine if it's a block or an offensive foul. 1:59 remaining in the game, 75-50. UIC with the lead. They've led by as many as 30 in this game. Again, our player of the game is Katie Henneman with 26 points and 7 rebounds. Ravonna Campbell, not too shabby, 16 points and 16 rebounds. The game started slow for Ravonna Campbell, but all of a sudden you look up and she's got another double-double. So after tonight, the women get 10 days off and they'll go to Youngstown State. We'll take on Cleveland State. That's March 1st in Cleveland. I said 3 days, 2 days after that. So after tonight, a 10-day break for the women, and then on the 27th of February, we go to Youngstown, Ohio in the Beagley Center, and the Flames will try to get a split of that season series against Youngstown State. Tip time set for 6. We'll be up at 5:30 with a pregame show. So the officials have looked at the monitor. They're having their discussion right now. And they're still deciding. So it's an offensive foul. It is an offensive foul on Jessica Prince.
Offensive foul. That's all it is. No flagrant. Offensive foul.
No flagrant offensive foul is called. So an offensive foul is the final ruling of the officiating crew as Prince backed into Caitlin Garant. So no offensive foul. So no technical foul, no flagrant foul, rather. Just an offensive foul on Garant. Terry Bender has it in play, dribbles through a double team, splits a double team with a crossover dribble, and now still met by one and throws it ahead to Imani Moore as the Flames get it across into the front court, and it's tipped out of bounds. It will stay with UIC with 1:48 remaining. So UIC will pick up the sweep against Milwaukee. They come into Bender in the backcourt. Emmanuel Carr has it off to the right with 1:40 remaining. Garant at the top of the circle. Garant fakes to Bender on the left wing. Bender dumps it low, and we get a... So Garant to the free throw line. 1:32 remaining in the game, 75-50. UIC the lead. Garant's free throw good, 76-60. So Milwaukee has more than doubled their points that they had in the first half. Durant tries again. Count it. She's made 2. 40 points in the second half for UIC. They've kept their scoring output going. Here comes Warren on the drive. Steps through, finds Prince to the hole, lays it in. 77-52 with 1:20 remaining. And Warren tipped it out of bounds. So UIC keeps possession. They'll bring it in right baseline, or left baseline. In play, tipped out again. And Warren jumping all of the passing lanes. So UIC needs to just get this ball in bounds clean with 73 seconds left. They come into Garant. Garant, one bounce dribble, lobs it ahead to Amani Moore. Up top, Terry Bender, as we approach the Beggars Pizza final minute. Right now, 1 minute left. Garant with an 18-footer. Good! Caitlin Garant with 6. 55 seconds left, 79-52, UIC the lead. And Brizal Warren drove to the free throw line and drew the foul on Melita Emmanuel Carr. That's 4 on Emmanuel Carr. Warren to the free throw line. 50.5 seconds remaining. Warren's free throw good. 79-53. Terry Bender and Emily Coble, the lone starters on the floor. Second free throw rims out. Prince the rebound, follow no good on Garant. And Garant picks up her first foul. 48.9 left. Prince gets ready, shoots the free throw. No. Prince, the 6'3 sophomore out of Warren Township in Gurnee, Illinois. So this is a bit of a homecoming for her. And now peels out deep to the left. Bender straddles the timeline, works the scissor dribble, plays it to Emmanuel Carr. 30 seconds remaining. Garant at the top of the circle. They can't bleed the clock. Coble works at left baseline. Spins, shoots, missed. Rebound on the floor, still on the floor. It comes down to Chandler. We have a jump ball. Jump ball gives the ball to Milwaukee. Chandler drives, pitch out Warren, left wing 3. Nope. And the rebound tipped up in the air and grabbed by UIC. Coble hands to Amani Moore. And this ball game is over. Flames win. So UIC indeed gets the split, or the sweep, against Milwaukee. And they will look for a split against Youngstown State in 10 days' time. Our Beggars Pizza player of the game is Katie Henneman. 26 points on the night. She was the leading scorer in the game this evening and helped get the Flames going in the first half when they closed the first half with a 30-3 run to stake them to a 22-point halftime lead. And we're going to keep it here. We're definitely going to keep it here and wait for Katie Henneman to come by. And we'll have Rosina Jarrow come by for our post-game coaches interview. And Katie Henneman wants to address the crowd. Let's pick it up. That's our leading scorer, Katie Henneman, addressing the crowd. And Brad Taylor, who's done a wonderful job helping us get this on air, will send her over here to me. And Katie Henneman is our Beggars Pizza player of the game. 26 points on the night. Good way for y'all to bounce back after the loss to Wright State on Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We wanted to get back on track, especially defensively. We know we can do a better job than we did last game, so we definitely needed a game to bounce back.
What was the biggest thing coming into this game that you guys wanted to really work on and send a message to get you guys back on tonight?
I definitely think defense is a big thing for us, and we really wanted to work on especially defending penetration and, especially coming off the loss to Wright State. We know that we need to get a little better at that, so we're trying to work on that.
30-3 run to close the first half. Did y'all believe what was going on when you kept getting defensive rebounds, or did you just keep your foot on the gas as much as possible?
Yeah, we really tried to keep focusing on the next one because we didn't want to start getting too casual or too comfortable in our, defense, so we just kind of kept trying to work on the next one.
Now you got 10 days off, and you got a big one in Youngstown. You go through your Ohio swing. Youngstown State looking for a split, trying to sweep Cleveland State. 2 big games in 10 days coming up for you guys.
Yeah, they're huge. We really want to close out the season strong, and we really want to try and finish as high as we can. So, definitely that involves, hopefully getting some wins at Youngstown and Cleveland. So.
That's our player of the game, Katie Henneman. 26 points at game high. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Katie Henneman is our player of the game. We'll pause for a break, and then Frozina Jarrell will join us for our post-game interview. You're listening to UIC women's basketball, and you are hearing it live, I say, on the Arena Sports Network.
My name is Matt Rencars, and I'm the founder of Fusion Ions. We are so confident that you're going to love our bands. We want you to try one risk-free so you can see for yourself how powerful these bands really are. Don't wait. Go to FusionIons.com to find out how you can receive your very own free Fusion Ions band. Take advantage before they are gone. FusionIons.com. That's FusionIons.com.
Have you ever dreamed of being a karate master?
Yeah!
Well, stop dreaming and start chopping with the Karate Glove.
Hi, my name's Molly, inventor of the Karate Glove, and I have just 1.5 words for you. Hi-ya!
The Karate Glove chops through anything. Just put it on and instantly chop through wood, concrete, brick walls, trees, small cars. It can even chop through these 8 guitars. It chops things.
If I can invent a karate glove, just imagine what you can do. Visit inventnow.org to get started on your invention. Anything's possible. Keep thinking.
Brought to you by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, the National Inventors Hall of Fame Foundation, and the Ad Council.
It's Hiya time!
Want to get your rankings in the truest form? Want to get the best college news without all the fluff? Then tune into Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. Join Kevin the Swamp Rat Horan as he ranks all the collegiate sports, from football to basketball and baseball to cross country, soccer, and so much more. Don't forget to visit www.kevinhoranrankings.com and sign up for his newsletter buzzing across the country. So if you want the best college news and rankings and see how the pros are outsmarted, tune into Swamp's Collegiate Sports Show. The Swamp Rat ranks them right every Wednesday night at 8 on the Arena Sports Network.
How do you turn a batter into a hitter? With Slugmaster Hitting Stations. Slugmaster Hitting Stations are the most effective and durable baseball and softball batting practice devices available. Versatile, compact, and easy to use, they are excellent tools for ball player at any skill level. Attached to any pole or post for an instant hitting station. Use it at the ballpark, at home, or anywhere you want to get some hits in. Work the strike zone, top to bottom, in and out. The most complete workout year-round, indoors or outdoors, teams or individuals. Slugmaster equipment is constructed from high-grade steel. The rugged design means years and years of use. Slugmaster equipment is used by youth, high school, college, and professional ball players. For more information or to place your order, call 708-705-7354 or visit slugmaster.com. Slugmaster Baseball and Softball Hitting Aids, turning batters into hitters.
You've been listening to UIC Flames women's basketball on the Arena Sports Network. It's now time to wrap up the action with the Webb Ford postgame show presented by Webb Ford of Highland, Indiana. Once again, here's Brian Snow.
It is indeed the Webb Ford postgame show presented by Webb Ford of Highland, Indiana. For all your car shopping needs in 2014, visit our friends at Webb Ford in Highland, Indiana. Thanks to the good folks there for allowing us to give them a couple of plugs during our broadcast season. 79-54 the final. Brian Snow back here at the UIC Pavilion. Let's go over the final numbers. First for Milwaukee, 21 of 61 from the floor, 5 of 20 from distance, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 40 rebounds, 12 on the offensive glass, 11 assists, 26 turnovers. They were led in scoring by Aviana Young, who finished with 13 points, tack on 8 rebounds. Emily Decora was next with 12. Jessica Prince with 8 off the bench. Ashley Green was third in scoring with 9. Then Prince's 8. 4 apiece for Sydney Howard and Brizal Warren. And 2 points for their leading scorer, Angela Rodriguez. So, a great job done by the Flames defensively, keeping Angela Rodriguez in check. For the Flames, 28 of 70 from the floor, 4 of 13 from distance, 19 of 26 from the free throw line, including 10 of 12 from Katie Henneman, 48 rebounds, 19 on the offensive glass, 21 assists, 15 turnovers, 4 blocks, 15 steals. Katie Henneman is our Beggar's Pizza player of the game. She had 26 points, 16 apiece for Terry Bender and Ravonna Campbell. Ravonna Campbell also added 16 rebounds on the night. Emily Coble and Rachel Story each with 6. Caitlin Garant 6 off the bench and 3 points for Imani Moore, and that completes the Flames scoring. As you heard Katie Henneman mention, they wanted to get their defensive presence back in the fold after that high-scoring game at Wright State this past Saturday. They did that and then some. Again, your finals, we await for Zeno Jarrow. We're going to take a break and come back for the final part of our postgame show. Final one more time. Flames 79 and Milwaukee 54. This is the Web Forward postgame show, and this is UIC Women's Basketball on the Arena Sports Network.
Gigahertz, providing customers with excellent service since 2008. Computer problem? Leave it to the staff at Gigahertz, priding themselves with an unparalleled work ethic and continuing to offer customers the lowest prices around. Gigahertz services include PC repair, networking, PC setup, custom PC builds, pickup and delivery, in addition to in-home and in-office service. Get small to large business solutions, service contracts, and much more. Computer problems? Gigahertz. And that's where we come in. Gigahertz for your computer repair and solution needs. In-home, in-store, wherever it's convenient for you. Think your PC's infected? Gigahertz offers free virus diagnostics, with most virus removals done in 48 hours or less. Plus, they'll optimize your PC. Take that, Best Buy. Give Gigahertz a call. 219-218-9323. That's 219-218-9323. Or log on to gigahertzpc.net. Gigahertz, and that's where we come in.
Back here at the UIC Pavilion, Brian Snow here with you. Once again, your final 79-54. The UIC Flames take care of business. They record their 19th win of the season, tying a program record. Coach Furrow joins me here at the table for the postgame interview. And, Coach, one thing that Katie Henneman said, you wanted to get your defensive presence back, and you got that back in a hurry with that big run to close the first half.
Absolutely. That was we only had one practice in between our game versus Wright State and today, and we really wanted to stress. We did really stress just our defensive effort. We felt like at Wright State we were able to score 91 points. And anytime you score that many points, you should win the ball game. But of course we didn't. They scored 103. So defense was our focus, regaining that presence defensively.
What kind of adjustments did you and the team make from Saturday to today?
Well, we first off was defending the ball better. We gave up far too many layups, and even once they got past the initial defender, our help rotation wasn't quite where we wanted it to be. So we really just our on-ball defense, containing the ball, particularly Rodriguez coming off. We know she likes to use that high on-ball screen, and we just really worked at defending that and not allowing her to get in the paint.
You got some time off now. Then you got the big swing through Ohio. Yeah. Youngstown State trying to get a split from them, and then the sweep of Cleveland State that starts on the 27th and the 1st. How big is this period of time going to be for you guys to rest and collect yourself before you head to Ohio?
It's huge. It's huge. That road trip. The next 3 games are going to be big for us. They're all big at this time of year. We're playing for for the highest possible seed that we can get, just like everyone else in the conference at this point. And we're going on the road to play two very, very good teams in Youngstown and Cleveland State. And, having this much time in between to maybe tweak some things and even, improve even more with our defense, really get detailed with it is a bonus for sure.
Coach Fro joining me here for the post-game interview. Congratulations. Still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
3 left in the season, the 27th and the 1st, both in Ohio. And then you close the regular season here. And, 3 big wins still remain on the table.
Yeah.
Huge games coming up for you guys.
Yeah, one at a time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach, very much. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you.
We may have had a delayed start, but the result was a great one as UIC wins 79-54. They pick up their 19th win of the season, and they tie a program record with their 19th win. And now they're going to go on the road with 2 chances to break it. They go to Youngstown State in 10 days on the 27th, and then they Beagley Center. And then it's a 1 o'clock Central Time tip from Cleveland as the Flames will try to break their program record for wins in a season. They have their first shot at win number 20 in 10 days in Youngstown. Your final again tonight, 79-54. UIC defeats Milwaukee and pick up a sweep of the Milwaukee Panthers. Again, we'll have the swing through Ohio for you. Begins on the 27th. 6 o'clock tip time Central Time. We'll be up at 5:30 Central with the pregame show. And then we go to Cleveland on March 1st. The first 2 of 3 shots for the Flames to break their regular season record of winning 20 in a season. We hope that y'all join us for those 3 huge games to close out the regular season, and then we'll find out our fate in the Horizon League tournament. For everyone that helped us out here with the Arena Sports Network, including our producer Josh Lopez, our coordinating producer Liz Rohrig, and our executive producer Mr. Brad Taylor, my name is Brian Snow. We hope that you enjoyed it as we enjoyed bringing it to you. One more time, your final, UIC 79 and Milwaukee 54. We will talk to y'all in 10 days from Youngstown, Ohio. This has been a presentation of the Arena Sports Network and a presentation of UIC women's basketball on the Arena Sports Network. Till then, have a great night. God bless. Be safe out there. And remember to make your next move your best move. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to UIC Flames women's basketball on the Arena Sports Network. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by TCF Bank, the official bank of the Arena Sports Network. By Gigahertz, the official computer solutions company of the Arena Sports Network. By Wingstop of downtown Chicago. By Boost Mobile. By Web Ford of Highland, Indiana. By ABC Cellular of Highland, Indiana. By Fusion Ions Bands. Live your best. And by Slugmaster Baseball and Softball Hitting Aids. Slugmaster, turning batters into hitters. Join us next time for another great edition of UIC Flames women's basketball, only on the Arena Sports Network.